furniture placement, right? I
Right.
think it's extremely important to highlight what you're saying, that how we've arranged this furniture, or how
Right.
we've put this together is all is trying to create a vibe. And so
Right.
if you have it, and sometimes you're setting the furniture up, it's not really a bad thing. It's like everyday life,
Right.
right? It's
Right.
better because I want to come home and I want to eat my snack and I want to
Right.
put my legs up and I want
Exactly.
to lay by my dog and call it a day, right?
Yes. Yes.
But that's not exactly what you want for a picture or a magazine or to get a buyer through, right? So there's two things, like how
Well,
you live in a house and how you're trying to sell a house
right.
could be two different things.
It is, and I like to try to combine it a little bit. So, for example, I know that I want to help the buyer to see the focal points, mantle, fireplace. If there isn't one, I want to create one. Secondly, a lot of buyers are moving up or they're downsizing, and I want to show them that they can seat as many people as they need. So I want to create a living area. There are 3 basic designs that we work from, and rarely do we put a sofa up against a wall. The smaller Southdowns home, for example, you have no choice. But again, we want to show a lot of seating. We want to show where you can put your feet up. So included in that, we will have pieces of furniture, poofs, for example, or nice, wonderful throws that you just have to touch when you're walking by. Then you can imagine, I could so see myself with my dog putting my foot up.
Right.
But not too much. And the key is just knowing that balance. And we work really hard. I'll take pictures with my cell phone before we send a professional photographer out, and I'll catch things going, oh, that's too much. I don't need that in that corner, and kind of reel my own self back. This is not interior design.
Interesting.
This is staging. But if I can show you the buyer, you can seat a lot of people. That big house that you're not living in anymore, you can still have Thanksgiving here.
Right.
You can still have the party. You can still relax. So I do want to try to incorporate all of that.
Right. It's a good point. I mean, you make a very good point that you want them to see that they can live in the house too.
Yes.
But mimic it to where it's not too much furniture or
Right.
stuff. Depersonalize it a little bit.
Right.
Try not to use the declutter word. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to
right.
say-
Yeah, no, and I wasn't correcting you. Don't think I wasn't correcting you at all.
I know. I might have to
just-
think about saying that.
It's,
I don't
well,
know.
the reason I changed is because of the way people would say, when I would get to their homes, they'd say, oh, look, please excuse all my clutter. I know I've got so much. And they would put themselves down.
in a negative way.
And yeah, and
it's
it
not
made me feel
necessarily-
bad.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not negative. It's just trying to, get
Yeah.
the sale, right?
Oh, look, we live in a humble
Staging the
home.
sale.
Charming. I love it. We've been there for many years. It's an older home.
Right.
We have 4 dogs. We have sons that come and go. It's, I tell them, look, no judgment, but we're selling your house. I want to sell your views. I want to sell, play up the positives, play down the not so positives, and give them just enough to picture there. So oversized furniture can be problematic.
Yeah, we
Too
have
many colors, too many photographs. It can be. I had a gentleman that had a Picasso, and we had to take it. We had to take it down because that's all people talked about. Then they go, well, let's go to lunch. We'll come back, and they forget the house. So
Did they buy the art?
yeah, really.
I don't know,
No. This man had some cameras around that art.
Items to include.
Yeah, right,
yeah,
right.
Write that in the purchase agreement. I
Oh,
wonder how much
right.
that was.
No,
yeah,
we packed that up for sure.
I'm sure you did.